Hello and welcome. I'm Saeed from StoryPlanet.net. Dive right into the essence of the most captivating books without reading them cover to cover. Whether you're on the go, at the gym, or just relaxing at home, we offer you a unique and enriching listening experience. Today, we are exploring the book, The Invention of Nature, a creation by Andrea Wulf. The Invention of Nature, 2015, illuminates the remarkable life of explorer and scientist Alexander von Humboldt. Explore Humboldt's unique view on our connection to the world and see how his ecological findings remain as impactful and insightful today as in the 1800s. Before we delve into these revelations, it's interesting to note that Andrea Wulf, an art historian from London's Royal College of Art, is the author of books such as Chasing Venus and Founding Gardeners. Moreover, she has written for the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal. With 11 key ideas to unveil, brace yourself for a deep dive into this captivating book on StoryPlanet.net. To start, discover the achievements and contributions of Alexander von Humboldt, a renowned explorer of nature. The text discusses Alexander von Humboldt's contribution to the human vision of nature as understandable and categorizable. It highlights his personal life, detailed observations during his voyages in South America, his view on the connection between science and poetry, fascination with volcanoes, and early recognition of human impact on nature. Key idea number 1. Alexander von Humboldt had a strong desire to explore the world from a young age. The text introduces Alexander von Humboldt, a curious explorer born in 1769, who developed a passion for science and nature. Despite family expectations, he pursued his interests, excelling in geology and eventually becoming a mining inspector. Humboldt conducted experiments, studied various scientific fields, and yearned to explore the world. Although eager to travel, his mindset shifted upon meeting someone who influenced his perspective significantly. Key idea number 2. Humboldt in Germany merged art and science before departing. Alexander von Humboldt visited his brother Wilhelm in 1794 in Jena, where they met Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. Both Goethe and Humboldt believed that to truly understand nature, one must experience and interact with it rather than simply classify it. They saw poetry and science as intertwined, and Humboldt used this perspective to effectively convey his scientific observations through a poetic lens in his upcoming adventure. Key idea number 3. Humboldt's arrival in South America was transformative. In 1796, Humboldt's mother passed away, freeing him to pursue his expedition. Facing delays due to the Napoleonic Wars, it wasn't until 1799 that Spain provided passage to South America. Upon reaching Venezuela, Humboldt was amazed by the new discoveries and began to see the interconnectedness of nature globally. He realized the impact of seismic forces on shaping the Earth, contrary to common belief that water was the primary force. This seismic revelation transformed his understanding of the planet. Key idea number 4. South America is a region characterized by a mix of marvels and cautionary signals. Humboldt and Bonpland observed the impact of colonization in South America, noting destruction of ecosystems through mining and agriculture. Humboldt highlighted the importance of trees in protecting water sources and climate balance. He also recognized the interconnectedness of nature and the consequences of human actions on wildlife populations. Humboldt critiqued the exploitation of nature for human benefit and emphasized the need for a deeper understanding of ecological systems. Key idea number 5. Humboldt reached the summit of Mount Chimborazo and had a significant revelation. Humboldt and Bonpland faced hardships during their South American journey in 1802, but were determined to reach the Andes and explore the volcanoes. Humboldt saw volcanoes as interconnected forces and considered Chimborazo in Ecuador, despite not being the tallest, as significant due to its equatorial position. Climbing Chimborazo was challenging, but Humboldt collected samples and made observations that led to his realization of the interconnectedness of nature, creating a profound understanding of the world's unity through his observations on Chimborazo. Key idea number 6. Humboldt's ideas gained popularity in Europe and the United States. In 1803, Humboldt left South America with a plethora of scientific observations, including 60,000 plant specimens. He visited President Thomas Jefferson in the United States, sharing agricultural and scientific views. Humboldt later returned to Europe to write a series of books based on his research. His first, in 1805, essay on the geography of plants was groundbreaking as the world's first ecological book, showcasing connections between plants, climate, and geography, predating the recognition of continental drift. Key idea number 7. Humboldt's ideas had an impact on politics. Humboldt's book, Views of Nature in 1807, revolutionized nature writing with poetic language. The visit of Simón Bolívar to Humboldt in Paris inspired Bolívar to free South America from Spanish rule. Bolívar used poetic language in his revolutionary efforts, aided by Humboldt's influence. Humboldt also addressed political issues in his work, influencing Bolívar and Thomas Jefferson with his critique of colonization. Key idea number 8. Humboldt faced challenges in organizing another expedition despite being popular. In 1815, Humboldt published Personal Narrative, inspiring future explorers. He moved from Paris to Berlin in the 1820s due to political disillusionment. He gave popular lectures on a connected worldview. In 1828, he hosted a significant scientific conference in Berlin. Despite popularity, his anti-colonial stance hindered a Himalayan expedition. Humboldt sought access through the East India Trading Company and later explored options with the Russian Empire. Key idea number 9. Humboldt's journey through Russia was crucial for his work. In 1827, Humboldt was offered a funded trip to explore Russia after the country discovered platinum deposits. He observed various mines, finding mineral similarities between Russia and South America, and even discovered diamonds. Tired of the mines, Humboldt ventured off course to the Altai Mountains, where he collected important data for his global observations. This journey provided the final details for his masterwork, leading to his return to Berlin full of inspiration. Key idea number 10. Humboldt's message to the world was influential and reached its peak in the work Cosmos. Humboldt aimed to connect the sciences and arts in his 5-volume book Cosmos, emphasizing a unified view of the world. He sought to show that nothing exists independently and that understanding requires considering all elements as part of a whole. Cosmos, published in the 1840s, explored celestial phenomena, human history, and more. Humboldt's work was widely acclaimed, and his death in 1859 was mourned globally, with newspapers praising him as one of the most remarkable men in history. Key idea number 11. Humboldt's teachings were carried into the 20th century by influential individuals. Alexander von Humboldt's perspective continues to influence explorers and environmentalists, inspiring a connection between art and science across generations. Charles Darwin was inspired by Humboldt's work, leading to his journey on the HMS Beagle and influencing his observations on nature. Henry David Thoreau and Ernst Haeckel were also inspired by Humboldt, incorporating his ideas into their own works, bridging the gap between nature, science, and art. These individuals helped uphold Humboldt's vision for the future. In conclusion, Alexander von Humboldt warned about humanity's negative impact on nature in the 1800s, advocating for a holistic view of the universe. Science has become fragmented into specialized fields, losing sight of the interconnectedness of nature. Humboldt's vision remains relevant today. Feedback on the content is welcome at rememberstoryplanet.net. Suggested further reading, The World Until Yesterday by Jared Diamond, which delves into lessons from prehistoric societies for modern humans. Thank you for listening to this summary. If you enjoyed this exploration, we invite you to discover other fascinating books on storyplanet.net. Don't wait any longer. A multitude of books, stories, and knowledge await you there. See you soon on storyplanet.net.